Hey guys, it's Chris from Outbound Terrain. Hope everyone's doing okay. Hey, this is a video I wanted to feature about my 2007 JK. It was a budget build. I thought you guys might enjoy it. This is my first video of 2021, so I'm pretty excited about that. Got some things I've always wanted to do this, and this is a little off topic. I got a drone. This is a Mavic Mini. Pretty cool drone, small. I've noticed that this is when you travel with your Jeep or overland or whatever, man, this is like the best travel drone you can have. It's small, it folds up, little control folds up. Anyways, I'm not doing a Mavic Mini promotional spot, but I just wanted to show you this. And what we're going to do right now, let's take it out to Salmon Falls, which is a little wilderness area, not too far from me. I'm here in the Sierra foothills in Northern California, and so we'll head up there and let's try to fly this thing for the first time. Actually, I lied to you. I took it out in the backyard, out in the back of my property, and kind of sparked it up and flew it up and down. And my neighbor next door came over and said that this thing was spooking his chickens. So, so that wasn't good. I don't know how people, really approach drones and the privacy thing. I don't think people like them too much, but I wanted to try it. Great for a little different dimension with off-roading in our videos. So it's kind of an added bonus and a tool I'm going to use. But anyways, let's get out there. Let's go out to Salmon Falls and let's spark this thing up, man. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. I came back to the shop, back to the house. Ran out of light yesterday. It's the morning. Good morning. It's a beautiful day here in Northern California in the foothills. It's almost like spring. It's like January 16th or something like that of 2021. Anyways, gonna get back to the build. Like I said, this is my 2007 JK. Started out as a sport. It's probably in a different category now as far as all the things I've done to it. But anyways, budget build took me a number of years. I got this thing about 4 or 5 years ago and just started wrenching on it and tinkering with it and kind of building it up, getting it kind of where I wanted it. And it's more of a customization thing. And like I said, there's a fine line between a daily driver and a real aggressive off-roader. So you got to find the middle ground. You got to find what works for you. I drive, like I said in the last vid, I drive this thing every day. So I know it well, and I've got it set up the way I want it, and it is capable off-road. It really is, which is good. So anyways, I got a lot to cover. I'm just going to go through this kind of quick, and it's kind of in segments, and I hope you guys don't mind. But there's a lot to cover, and I don't want to make an hour-long video, so I'm going to kind of get going into it, little things. Now, I'm not going to get into the details of every aspect of every new part and review them. I'm just going to tell you how they work and what they are. Maybe in other videos I'll go through each separate items, like you have the winch and the onboard air system and all that stuff, the intricacies. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Welcome. This is Chris with Outbound Terrain, and let's get started. Wheels and tires. Okay, these are Toyo Open Country ATs, and these are a Pro Comp Extreme 17-inch steel rims. Work pretty good. Like I said, this has been on on the rig since 2010, I think. This is an 07. So I've had them for quite a while. Didn't bend them up yet, so they're doing pretty good. These are the AT Toyos. They got about only about 40,000 miles on them, so they're holding out pretty good. Quality tire, a little pricey, but worth it. Now these are the ATs. Now I got to drive this thing. This is a daily driver. I found the MTs got a little more road howl with them, and the mileage went down a little bit because they're more of an aggressive tread with the MTs. The ATs are okay. Like I said, streetability, man. You got to mix it up, half and half. Can't run mudders on this thing. Anyways, that's the setup for the tires and wheels. Okay, onboard air. I just wanted to go over the system I have that's worked pretty good for me. And like I said, it's the end of the season. She's pretty dirty. Works great though. This is the old V-Air constant duty onboard air system. Works great. This is the model 10007. Just so you know. Anyways, 2.5 gallon, 6-port tank, I believe. You got a relief valve right here. It sits on top. I'll show you where I mounted it. Works pretty good. Of course, the wiring, you can't really see it. And I'll come around the other side. Now, this is pretty sturdy, and I keep it mounted in here, and it's kind of out of the way, which is what I like about it. So, pretty happy with it. Let me go over a little bit more about how I mounted it and ran all the wires and tubing. Okay, pretty much this back of the tank here. This is where I ran the air tubing. This right here. And it was kind of a challenge to do this, but I figured it out pretty much. Let's go over each one. This right here is the outlet from the tank that goes through here, through the back of the tub, the body. And hope you guys can see this. It's kind of lighting is everything. But there's the tube right here that goes where I just showed you through the back. I can't really get under there to show you. But what it does is it comes underneath the bumper here. And if you can see it, and go straight up. And what I did, and this is really handy when you're out on the trail, I put a air chuck right here. Now with the air chuck, you can take your hosing and it's just straight in. Real easy to do, even with one hand. Works really good. Out on the trail, it's good to have. Okay, winches. Let's talk winches. This is the winch I have. Pretty good winch. Not a Warren, but still a good winch. It's Smittybilt's XRC winch. It's rated at 9,500 pounds of power and line pull capacity. Works pretty good. It's held out pretty good. I've had this for about 1.5 years now. Haven't had a problem with it, with the cabling system or anything like that. All the controls have worked out pretty good. Not bad. Wired it up underneath. Of course, underneath the grill, pretty easy to wire up, and overall pretty happy with it. It's been pretty reliable for a budget winch anyways. And next, while we're here, this is Body Armor's bumper. Now I've had this for about 3 years, and I don't know if Body Armor even makes this thing anymore. Really like it. It's got of course the pre-drilled holes. You can put all your lights in there. And it had the winch plate on it, which is pretty handy. Not too shabby. What else? A couple little marks. This is where a lady in a minivan backed into me. Totally wrecked the back of her minivan. A little scratch here. Paint comes off. That's what's nice about having a beefy steel bumper. But that's it. For the front, a little light bar on top. Probably going to move that around, maybe put it up on top of the rack with some cases or something, I don't know. But pretty much that's the front of the Jeep. Okay, moving to the back on this 2007 JK budget build. This is my daily driver, of course. Let's see here. I've got my high lift jack mounted here on the back. Now, this is Body Armor's tire carrier, and I really like it. And another thing is I don't think they make this one anymore either. This one's about 3 years old. They've changed the designs a lot. This one's been pretty good. Pulled a lot of people out with it. You, of course, put the 3 hooks on a hook hitch. And I think that's the old latch system right here. I think they've changed that. But overall, it's been a pretty good Pretty good bumper, no complaints, looks pretty good. Backed into stuff with it as usual, you know, granite faces, stuff like that, boulders. This is the top here. Mounted some lights, backup lights, and got my old Jeep shovel there. Always got that with me. Safety first, kids. I'm gonna keep that, you know, you never know what's gonna happen. I've used it quite a bit. Campfires, digging out. So lights look pretty good, like I said. You're out in the middle of nowhere at night. And I got them pointed kind of angled to the sides, right and left. About 30 degrees, really helps out. But that's about the back. Okay, rack. This is a soft top, so I had to get a rack that mounts to the bumper in the back. And of course, most of the racks mount up here. It's this Mini Belts rack, the SRC rack. Not too bad. I've had it for about 2-3 years now. Came with the crossbars. That little kind of crappy basket back there. I just had some luggage back there that comes down on a trip to the airport. Other than that, like I said, a pretty good rack. Works pretty good, pretty stout. Doesn't rattle around a lot like a lot of them. And pretty much attaches back in here underneath. You can see that. Or you can attach it if you have a hard top. I think they put them right here, which you'd have to drill into the body, which wouldn't really work for me. So that's the rack, and pretty happy with it. Like I said, pretty quiet, doesn't whistle too much, but it's a good budget rack if you need one. Put a lot of gear up there. I think I paid 350 bucks for it. So compared to Safari rack or any of those other racks that are over $1,000, I think I got a pretty good deal. Okay, kind of moving through this real quick, guys. I don't want to bore you. These are the old rock sliders. These are the ones that came in 2007. Kind of beat up. I'm going to get some metal cloaks on there eventually, but those are the stock ones, and they've held out. I mean, you know, 2007. They're hanging in there. Okay, obviously back inside the Jeep here, and I wanted to go over some interior stuff. This is an overhead console that I built. I fabbed it out. It's got my CB radio in there. As you can see, a little 40 channel Cobra. Works great, kind of small, compact. Got my mic mounted on the back, easy to get. All the toggle switches, and I got more holes for more switches there I'm gonna get later. You know, run all my overhead lights, my rear lights, you know, my winch, and a bunch of other stuff. So ran it through the header there on the ceiling, the top of the window rail. This comes off. Ran it all the way back down here. This pops out right here, this panel, and you've got a hole back in here you can shove wires through. It's one way you can go through the firewall, but this panel pops out. It's real nice to kind of finagle stuff up through here, and all this plastic comes off. If you can see it over there, all that comes off. But anyways, that's how I did that. Now this was fabbed out of an old Craftsman toolbox top lid. I don't think you can see it, but I just made it out of that. Pretty sturdy. It'll make the old toolboxes like they used to, so I use this top. So I've got an old toolbox without a top. But anyways, really like it. It was cheap. It was about $20 to make this. And that's the inside center console on a budget. Okay, I figured I'd just show you everything. You know, it's kind of a long-winded video. I just wanted to show you everything I did that might help somebody. This is sound. I wanted to get a good sound in here. Subwoofer. Can't put a sub in the back. You're running without your top. Someone can reach in and unbolt it and grab it. And I wanted something a little better than the factory, actually a lot better. This is a low pro. It's a low pro. It's a low profile amplified subwoofer. It's the amp and the sub all in one. Here it is. Obviously all the wiring running to the back. Puts out, gosh, what's it put out? About 1200 watts. You know, subsonic filter. With this thing, it's from Soundstorm Laboratories. It cost me about 130 bucks, I believe, and I put it in myself. And the thing is with this, I like, number one, nobody knows it's there. Number two, I had to pull the seat out to get this thing in. I said pretty low profile, fits right under the front seat. Nobody can get it. Here's the back. Kind of see where it mounts. Said well used. Had a pretty rambunctious wheeling season. Old carpet. Took out all the old carpet and all the padding. This is an 07. Padding and the carpet were old and nasty, so I took them out. And so basically, if you guys want to do this, it's not that hard to do. Doesn't look too bad. All steel, rubber's gone, easy to clean. You know, you can just hose it out. Same in the front. So you know, the roll bar, all that stuff. No steel, a little steel and no plastic. Or took the plastic trim off, and I took, like I said, all the carpet out. And that's the front console. And you know, it's nice. Get your drain plugs down there, the whole shebang. So hope that helps you out. And just take that crappy old padding off. Okay, I wanted to kind of crawl under here. Lighting isn't the best, but you know, it's getting dark. Kind of losing light here. But I just wanted to go over this real quick, and we're getting to the end of the vid. So pretty much, this is Metal Cloak's full HD suspension system I got. You know, I got the drag link and the tie rod ends. Now, this thing's beefy, man. It really is. I like the way they look with the the gold finish. They got the Zerk fittings on the end. Tie rod ends are really tight, and it's all pretty beefy. When I replaced all the suspension when I first got this, I mean, all the ball joints were shot, and this was a big upgrade. It feels solid on the road, and very tight in the front end, so I'm pretty happy with it. Hey guys, gonna wrap it up back at the shop here. Done with the Jeep, locked it up. I hope you enjoyed the vid. There's a lot of stuff I covered, and like I said, I could have done more, but I just wanted to go over the basics, kind of give an overview of what I did. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope this gives you some ideas and things to do with your own rig. It's exciting, it's good to get out, and it's good for the soul, it's good for the spirit to get out and work on your stuff, man, especially during this COVID crap. And it's going to be a good year too. It's 2021, and it's January, and I hope you guys, I wish you luck in your projects. And I'm looking forward to a good summer of wheeling and getting out there. Get out there, take your families out there, take your kids out there, and fishing, hunting, whatever, wheeling, camping. Just enjoy yourselves, man. Life's short, dude. It is short, and go after it. And I'm babbling. So I'm just happy. A lot of coffee, good espresso. Gotta have your caffeine, man. So hey, it's Chris from Outbound Terrain. You guys take care. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next video.